All right, welcome everyone. We are live and on air. This is a live marketing chat with Kickoff Labs, and today we're going to talk about how to get started with our product. I'm going to show you the best practices for using Kickoff Labs to double the conversion rate of your next online lead generation campaign. We're going to walk through a lot of features today that are available inside of Kickoff Labs, but I do welcome any specific questions you might have along the way. We'll be pausing a couple of times to answer questions you might post into the chat. So just go ahead, introduce yourself, post the question. We want to get to know any new customers and what kind of questions they might have. It's a reason that we do this live instead of just having a pre-recorded demo that we could have up here on the page. Our goal is to make sure you know exactly how to use Kickoff Labs, and then us to know what kind of questions you might have about getting started. So let's just start with some of the most basic questions. What is Kickoff Labs? Kickoff Labs is a simple tool that lets you build smarter, more viral lead generation campaigns. We go way beyond being a landing page builder. What makes Kickoff Labs smarter than your average landing page builder? Sure, you can have landing pages. We've also got automated email replies, opt-in forms, pop-up boxes, exit intent widgets, A/B split testing, and a lot more goodness that we won't have time to dive into everything, but make sure to explore your dashboard and check out the help videos while you're using the product yourself. What makes Kickoff Labs so special is that we combine all of these things with a viral boost that many of our customers would consider the secret weapon to building their audience. And so what exactly do I mean by a viral boost? Let's go ahead and check that out. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show a live demo of a recent customer to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to share my screen. You should see I've got a slide here that says you are in the Getting Started with Kickoff Labs webinar. And I'm going to head over here. This is a recent customer who launched with a landing page. You can see it's a fairly simple landing page. Stash, got $5, makes it easy to invest your way. And you can see, they've got some features, some more information on the page. But what I'm really interested in showing you how there's a viral boost involved here. So if I click here, Get Early Access, I've already typed in my email address, and I click to Get Early Access. Not only am I now on the Stash email list, you say, what's this? Want early access, refer 2 friends, get in by December, refer 5 friends, get in by September. And some buttons to share. I've got this unique link that I could be sharing, and then they've got something that shows the status. It looks like I've gotten 1 invited friend to join up so far. That's all I have. So I'm not quite going to get the early access yet, but I'm hoping I can get some more friends to sign up. Let me go ahead and click share here on Twitter and see what happens. So you can see open Twitter. And I can go ahead and I can post this to our account if I wanted to. I'm not going to go ahead and post this now, but it kind of gives you an idea. Like, you're sharing your unique link. When somebody comes back and signs up to that first sign up page using that unique link on the page, it'll give me credit, and this number will go up to 2. So that's what we mean by talking about a viral boost on the page. So what are some other ways that people could use Kickoff Labs? Let's kind of go through and kind of show some other quick examples using. So here's another example, a really simple page. It's a launch page. Here's another cool landing page that's got a launch with some buzz going on about their launch. There's a really simple video background page to help people sign up. Here's a page where we're asking people to download a white paper, and the sharing works here too, because if people enjoy the white paper and they enjoy the download, they're going to share and get engaged more. So it's more of a lead magnet campaign that you can run here as well. We have a lot of people running successful contests. So here's a case of somebody running a contest to win a $1,000 ring inside the candle as an exclusive discount. The nice thing about running a contest and getting more people signed up for the campaign is that they don't actually hurt their odds. You could tell people, for every person you sign up to the campaign, we'll give you an extra entry in the contest. Here's another example, the contest page somebody's running to enter to win a subscription for the entire year of their product. Here's an example of somebody trying to grow their audience using one of our social campaigns to get people to like them on Facebook, follow them, and add their email address. All right, so if you're here, you've probably signed up for a KickoffLabs account and you're wondering, what are the next steps that I should do? You should probably think about creating a campaign, and I'll walk through this. Creating your landing pages and opt-in forms for your campaign, sharing an incentive that you want to have for your campaign, setting up your thank you page, your email autoresponders, and go ahead and publishing your campaign. You can also run A/B split testing and do a whole lot more, but we'll get into that at the end. So let's dive into the actual creation of the campaign here. So I'm going to exit this, and I will go ahead as if I've just created a new KickoffLabs account. And you can see I have some existing campaigns on the screen. If you just started, the first thing you would actually see is this area to create a new campaign. You can watch the overview video here to get a sense of what a campaign is all about. Most of the videos we post are under 2 minutes long, so they're really fast and easy by getting started. A campaign generally involves a combination of landing pages, opt-in forms, your A/B tests, and is a set of your leads. It has your analytics, your thank you emails. Basically, every campaign is centered around one customer list and the tools that you use to grow that customer list. So let's call this the KickoffLabs demo, and I will create my campaign here. And you can see I land on this new campaign page. It says, I haven't created any pages or widgets yet, time to get cracking. I could start collecting leads. Here, there's a big call to action button. And you can see there's some campaign settings here. And we're not going to get into this, but it's there's reporting, there's where you can push the email to, etc. So let me actually just say start collecting leads. And you can see there's a bunch of different ways you can collect leads with a landing page, with an exit intent widget on your existing site, any form, which will turn any other HTML or now unbounce, and now today, lead pages page into a viral campaign. There's a pop-up link form and embeddable widget, so you can pop up from a link on any existing page. And then there's our thank you pages, which are less about lead collection, more about that referral system that can be used independently. So let's go ahead and say I want to start with a new landing page. And I will set this page. Let's see, let's pick a page down here. I'm going to pick this simple Harry signs up page. When I create the page, I want to go edit the page. And you see it's a rather kind of a plain looking page. I can do some things here. Let's take this and move the header text to the left. There's settings on the left-hand side here. You can kind of see I've got design settings. I could change headline font to something a little bit more interesting if I wanted. Here, let's pick this, see what happens. Oh, that font looked terrible. Let's pick a different font. That looks a little better for headlines. I can change the background colors of the page. I could change the link colors. I could edit the form. So if I wanted to capture more than email, I could edit that. I could change the form style, the button text. And then I'll get into these other settings a little bit later, but let's just go ahead and make this page a little bit more interesting and pick a background image. And let's pick an outside location. And let's go ahead and pick this image for that header background. All right, so now you can see I've got an image in the background. Ideally, you should pick images that'll do better with the text in the background, so it doesn't obscure reading the text. We also have this option for a fade, so this means that I could make the background a little darker. So let's do that. So now you can see I've got the background image, I've got a fade. Now the text is super readable on this page. It stands out more. I could save this page. And you can test it right in the designer to see what happens when someone signs up. So if I go ahead in here and I type my email address, you can see I get a basic thank you message. I can go ahead and I could edit this. Let's just say, you rock. and then please share. So we'll update that thank you message, save the page here, and let's see what happens if I go ahead and sign up now. You can see the text was updated, and I've got the preview, and I've got these links here. I can change the default information here, so I could set a page title. I could set a Facebook sharing title. I could set the Twitter text to be something customizable. And there's other settings on the side, like the favicon and your privacy template that you want to use for a privacy link on the page. But let's just say, at this point now, I've done everything that I want to do on this page. I'm essentially done. This page is viral. It's got the sharing links. There's nothing necessarily special about the virality here, but it's available. So if I hit publish, you'll see this campaign is now live. It's called Harry Signs Up 33. I could change that name if I wanted to. I could also publish to a domain that I have. So I don't have any domains linked to the page. So I could run it on my own domain as like a contest.mysite.com. The way I would do that is I would go in here and say custom domains. I would add the custom domain here to the site, and then I would when I went back to publish the page, that custom domain would show up here, and I'd just select it and hit publish the page to that domain. For the purpose of the demo, I just wanted to show you that it is possible, but I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of show, the page is live, it's out there, it is mobile responsive. If I do the thing and scale it down, you can see how the page scales. The sign up works just like it did in the designer. I've got my viral message here. So that's the most basic way to start with a viral campaign. Let's get a little bit more advanced. I want to do something more special with this with the virality here. Let's go ahead and add a new page. And I'm going to add a custom thank you page here. So I'm going to go down to thank you pages, and I'm going to set up some reward levels. And so let's go ahead and use this Harry Goes Viral thank you page here. And I'm going to edit this thank you page. I don't like this top bar. I'm going to get rid of the top bar. For consistency's sake, I'm going to choose the same background image that I had before, just so it feels similar with the page that I had. So I'll go here, pick this same background image on the page. You can see there's already a fade applied, so the text is fairly readable in this location. And what you can see is that I've got these reward levels here. So it's showing a sample in the editor of the thank you page. This is the custom sharing links. This is showing that I've got 7 invited friends and 0 have joined, and I've got 0, 5. I've got prize levels at each of the different settings. So I can come down here and I could say, let's change the reward level number to 3. Now you can see I just have 0, 5, and 10. So at 0 is just a reward for signing up. At 5 is, you might want to say, at the first prize level here, you get free product for 1 month. And maybe at 4, at the next prize level here, the 3rd prize level, we could say product for 1 year if I get 10 of my friends to sign up here. And what this means is people will see whenever they sign up, they can see their status on the page. They can go back to the thank you page whenever they want, and they can see how they're doing relative to this message here. There's a helpful video. You could turn off that section on the page. Let's literally just have this header section and the sharing section here, similar to what you saw earlier when I showed the Stash Invest site. So let's go ahead and publish this page now. And so you can see this page is live, but that first page isn't connected to it. The first page doesn't know anything about this page. I'm going to do 2 things. The most basic thing to do is I could come up here into this Harry Signs Up page, and for the thank you experience, not use the instant thank you, but use the redirect option and set it to this this Harry Goes Viral thank you page here. And let me save this. And now if I type this in, you can check. Save this. Something's going on with that. But let me go ahead and publish this page and see if it actually works live. And now go to here, and I'll sign up. Yep, there we go. So it was working. The preview is a little bit off, but if I publish it, I can go ahead and click it and see it live. So now what happens, you can see I'm on the sign up page, got my email address, I hit sign up, takes me to the thank you page. Something else you can do is you can go to the campaign, you can edit the default URLs for the campaign. So the default URL, so this is if you want to make sure that people are always sharing the same thing and seeing the same thank you page no matter where they signed up. So I could set the default the sign up page to be my sign up page, and I will say always use this and ignore whatever other page they signed up at. So this would be if I had, for example, a sign up widget on my blog. I don't want people to bring people back to the blog post. I want people to share the home page instead. So we're gonna do that. And then the default thank you, even though I set it up on the page, I'm gonna go ahead and change this to the Harry Goes Viral thanks page, and I'm gonna save the campaign settings. And why that's important is that you can add widgets to your site and the campaign. So let's now say I wanna add a new page or widget, and I wanna add an exit intent widget to catch people who are trying to leave. So I will create a new KickoffLabs exit intent. Call it my anti-bounce for Harry, and I will edit this bounce here. And you know, this is a preview for it. I can change the text. Last chance to sign up. Awesome. Update that text. Save this. And if I do this, you'll see last chance to sign up for awesome. I could change the background, I could change the colors, I could change the font, same as I could with the code that I had before. What I'm actually going to do at this point is I'm actually just going to go ahead and click get the code for this. If you were running this on your blog, for example, you could copy and paste this code into your blog. But we make it easy. If you already have an existing KickoffLabs page, you can just choose the on-exit bounce options here to add it to your page. So now let me go back to the page. I'll go back to the sign up page here, and I'll edit this page again. And I'm going to click that on exit, and I'm going to choose the anti-bounce here. And I will go ahead and republish this page. And now let's see what happens again. So I go to the page here. I'm thinking about signing up, but I decide I don't want to sign up. So I'll try go ahead and leave this page. And of course, it is not working on this browser because I've already signed up. We are smart enough to know that you've already signed up. We're not going to pester somebody a million times to get them to sign up. So what happens if I open it in a new browser and try and leave the new browser, which of course I just did and tried to leave when I was moving the browser window. You'll see I get that last chance to sign up experience pops up on the page. Let me sign up here in this browser. Subscribe, I subscribe via the widget, and I'm also taken to the thank you page because I set that in the default URL here. So that's the basics plus setting up an exit intent widget for getting started with a viral campaign. Are there any questions along the way? If there's any questions, feel free to post them. I'm gonna check the chat real quickly. I'm not seeing any questions. I imagine maybe somebody can hear all of the loud airplane noises in the background today. I apologize for that. The Blue Angels are practicing apparently right above my roof where I am at today. But let's go ahead and move back to this getting started piece. So now I've covered landing pages. I've talked a little bit. We've got over 40 conversion-focused, mobile responsive landing pages and thank you pages. I talked a little bit about opt-in forms, showing the exit intent widget, just to kind of show you what we have for opt-in forms really quickly. I'll just go through the slides of showing you all the options. we have the any form widget, which will connect with any existing HTML. So you don't have to use one of our landing pages. You could build your own. You could build it with unbounce and even connect unbounce landing pages up to our viral thank you mechanism. And I could go ahead and I could embed a page, embed a widget somewhere on a site. I could do a pop-up widget or an exit intent like you saw. And you can also just do use our API or use one of our raw embeddable forms to build it onto your existing HTML page. Any form, just to kind of show you an example, this is a custom page. When you click sign up, you can just do the thank you message in a pop-up on your existing site. You don't even have to create a thank you page. It can just pop up on an existing site here like it does in this case. A classic embed is just something you might see on the sidebar of a blog. You could add it to a page. It has some style with it already. The pop-up link is, as you would imagine, you create a link on your site and you go ahead and get people to pop up. I'll show you a quick example of that. Let me exit here and let's go to the KickoffLabs blog so you can see how we're using this. So we're using the pop-up link on our blog to get people into some of our online campaigns and lead magnets. So here's our free landing pages 107 email course. I could click here, I get the pop-up link, I could sign up for the course here and get the first lesson. So we use the pop-up links here on the blog. We also have them, let's see, within a blog post. I've got this link here. Be sure to download our list of resources. Free list of resources to grab. We're using the pop-up link there as well. Like I said, we've got a developer style widget. It's pretty raw looking form, but it's for your designers to go ahead and add their own styles to. I covered the exit intent widget already, so when somebody tries to leave the page, you say don't miss out. And we've talked about viral thank you pages. But just to give you a look, we've got some other schemes for sharing. We've got a really basic waitlist template as well, so you can show people how many people, what number you are on a wait list, how many other people are on the wait list after you, how many friends are referred, how many it takes to get early access. We've got a leaderboard, which is really fun for contests and campaigns, so you can see what the score is of the leaderboard, how people rank in the leaderboard, how many friends you referred, how many points you've earned for sharing, how many entries that gives you into the contest. And you can encourage people to share your contest by saying, hey, you get more entries in the contest for sharing more. And we've actually even got a nifty little winner picking feature that'll take that into account. So if somebody has 300 referrals, they'll get 300 entries, and we'll randomly draw a winner for you based on this. Let's see. We've got another basic kind of reward levels one, how many friends you get, what you have access to. 0 is just our thanks, 5 is early access, 50 might be something free. Also got, let's see, let's talk now about some other things you can set up for the campaign. So I want to talk about this sharing and incentive. So obviously the thank you page can be set up and people can check their status on the thank you page and you can remind them to do that. But what we also have here in the product is, let's go ahead and talk about the email system. So you can edit your email settings. The from name will default to your account name. The from email address, we recommend using something that people can reply to. You can set a default unsubscribe message. When somebody signs up, we send them automatically an email reply. And this email reply you can edit, has a thank you message. You can choose when to sign up, only once, or maybe every time they sign up, you'll send them the auto reply again. But here's the message body: thanks for your interest, we'll be in touch. You can customize this. We've got tokens to do the share button. We've got the page link token, and then we also have some other tokens down below you can look at. So the thank you link, for example, would be a link that people could use to check their status on the page. You could say, hey, check your status with this link, use that thank you link token. And these tokens apply to all the emails. You can send yourself a preview, save the settings. those are kind of the basics for emails, but we also offer two other kind of emails depending upon the sort of campaign that you're running. The first is called incentive emails. So let's click here and check out incentive emails. On the incentive emails, there's none configured today, but what they are is that when you add an incentive email, you can pick a level, and you can see how many successful referrals are needed to receive this email. So I had that first level, I think, at 3 on the page. You probably want to match this to whatever you say on the page. You did it. You got 3 referrals to the campaign. And you might say, here is your reward. Give them a coupon or something else, or just let them know when, when coupon or when we launch, you'll get, just so they know. And you can encourage more sharing. So you can say, here's the share buttons. You can encourage a little bit more sharing here. And you can also notify yourself when somebody gets the message. So here I can check whenever somebody gets that 3rd referral, tell me. And that's important, especially at the higher levels. People set up and say, when somebody hits 20 referrals, I want to know about it. So let me know when somebody gets this message. That way, maybe I could follow up personally. So I could save this email. I could set up another one. Let's say I want to set up one at the level up. We'll say 10. I could set up this one. So now when somebody gets their 10th referral, they'll also get that email. And you can customize each of these different emails here that you have for the campaign. Now, the second type of email you don't have to use exclusively. You could use in conjunction with is called the influencer email. So if we go here to the influencer email, what this does, if I enable it, is anytime within a 24-hour period that somebody gets 1 or more leads, you tell them basically how they're doing and what the score is. So this is great if you're running a generalized contest where for every referral that somebody brings you, you are giving them more points in the contest. And this way, you're just encouraging them. So the thing about sharing, one of the psychological tricks that these emails are taking advantage of is that when people click those share buttons on the thank you page, so when they go ahead and they click the share button, so they get to this thank you page, they click the share button, they go to post it on Twitter or wherever they go to post it at. They don't really see anything that happens right away. So it's important to remind them when something does happen that's positive, like, hey, you got somebody to sign up. You impacted change. So if I just kept going and sharing and doing something blindly, but nobody told me that I was having an impact, I'd probably stop doing it. But if you're told that you're having an impact for what you're doing, you'll probably go ahead and do it more because people like to see feedback. They like to know that they're making a difference. You should thank them for making a difference in your campaign and encourage them to share more, because this type of behavior, if somebody has 3 referrals, you could probably get them to refer 6 people. If somebody has 10, you could probably get them to refer 50 people with just a little bit of encouragement in the campaign here. So that covers campaigns, emails. Let's see. Let me look at my leads. So now I've got. Check this out. So here I am. I signed up, obviously, on the campaign. I can view my lead card here, and you can see that although I didn't enter any other information, it has my name. That's not built in just for me. We do go out and look for information of the email about the email address of somebody that signs up. You can see, employment, founder at KickoffLabs. I don't have very exciting profile pictures, but if you had one online with that email address, then it would show up in this location. We show you where they signed up, what page or widget they signed up at. If you were using campaigns like advertisements, that information would be in the campaign data. You can see my sharing link here, and you can see, look, I've already gotten 1 person to sign up. It looks like Izzy must have copied down my share link. Thanks, Izzy. And signed up via my share link. And so you can see I've already got 1 direct referral signed up here. As part of this campaign, I could view Izzy's lead card here. You can see his profile picture shows up. Source information. They got referred by Josh. Izzy got referred by Josh. It looks like they found the link on the while they were on the chat in chat roll. So it's kind of interesting information you can get when you start digging through the different leads that are there. We've also got a whole suite of reports. So if I looked at the reports, This report's gonna be fairly boring for this campaign. Basically what it's gonna tell me is that my landing page has a 33% conversion rate. Half of my leads came from a viral boost. There were 2 conversions, 1 boost conversion, and you can see I am the most influential customer, and everybody that signed up is male. It's a lot of information, not very interesting in this case, but as you start collecting more leads, this information becomes more and more valuable because you can see how your conversion rate's doing over time. You can see what sources are driving the most conversions. You can see more information about, in terms of age groups and gender, the people have that are signing up for your campaign. And get some more information about the views, unique hits, just information you can use to market the campaign better as you go. Let's see, are there any questions? I'm not seeing any questions. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right back in here. So we talked about sharing and incentives. If I went to the next slide, we talked about email autoresponders. The campaign settings we went through earlier. Yeah, now we've talked a lot about referrals. What do we do to prevent fraud? So if you're giving away something that has a lot of value, so let's say you're giving away an iPad or $1,000. By the way, I recommend for giveaways to do something related to your brand. So for us, let's use us for example. Our target is people that work in marketing. If I'm doing a giveaway, an iPad might have a lot of monetary value, but it's not something people that are related to my brand might want as much as, say, like a free membership to Moz, SEO analytics, or a free ebook that somebody else is charging for on how to market, or a free membership in the Kissmetrics analytics platform. That kind of stuff is probably better to give away. So think about, for your brand, even if you're not giving away free service, think about what you're giving away and does it relate to your brand as you're giving it away. And that's actually my favorite way to prevent fraud, is to make sure that the goal of the giveaway is aligned with your audience, because you're not going to get people who just go and try and scam contests. You're going to get people that are interested in your product signed up for the contest. So let's go ahead and check out the advanced fraud protection here. Some of the things we do, you can turn on verification. So we can turn on campaign verifications that are required for a contest. And what this does is this will send out a verification email to prove that an email address is valid. And we'll also, you can also set it up but not require it. So it's either required or not required. It kind of depends to you. A lot of people start not required, and if they do see fraud on the campaign, they see somebody who's joining up a lot of fake people, they will switch it to be required. And when you do that, we'll recalculate the score. You see an IP address that's generating a lot of fake email addresses. We can go ahead and filter those out as well. The other thing we can do for this is automatically exclude anybody who enters an invalid email address. If we're sending an email to them and it bounces, we can take them out. And we can take out known spam emails that are known to be spam across the system. And also, if somebody marks your emails as spam, you probably don't want to be communicating with them. We will exclude them from your contest as well. We also have a guide to preventing fraud in online contests. It's available for anyone to read off of our support site. We walk through a lot of the stuff that we do for the automatic detection. We tell you some things to look for, because really there's no better detection than a human looking at it. And so we give you some tips for looking at it and some tips for organizing your prizes, like I was mentioning earlier. So check that out. It's a great resource available for free under our fraud protection feature. I mentioned that we do have a contest, pick a winner contest feature. Let's see how this works with 2 people. So I have weigh the results, direct conversion. So I will have 2 entries in the contest. Izzy will have 1. I'm going to select 1 winner. I'm not going to force it to be verified leads because neither of us have verified. And I will include people with no points or referrals because Izzy does not have any referrals yet with his share. And let's say pick a winner. Oop. I won. It's really it's just a useful tool. It doesn't we're not notifying the person Like I said, these leads have not been notified. This is your chance to review, look at their lead card, make sure this is the person you want to make the winner of your contest. Make sure they weren't scamming the system. All right, so what else can we cover here? Going back to the getting started, we've talked about fraud protection. We've talked about publishing the campaign. Some advice, you can publish a campaign straight to www.yourdomain.com. You can then do pages off of that domain, like / thank you page here. This is useful in the case of you're doing a product or a business launch. So you probably don't have a main site yet. You want to set up your sign up page on your main domain, and then you want to set up your thank you page off of that domain. If you already have a site set up, so you've already got a site and you're running a contest on the side, you might change this to contest.yourdomain.com and then contest.yourdomain.com/share. So your sign up page might be here, your share page might be here. You could also add other pages like contest 1. So you could run multiple contests once you set up that domain once within KickoffLabs. We've covered reports now in the product. Oh, let's see. We have A/B split testing here. So what this does is, if you're not familiar with split testing, you've got an original page and a challenger page, and you want to know which one performs better. And we alternate the traffic between one and the other, and choose the winner based on that. Now, you've probably heard of split testing before. Something that we do that's really unique to split testing is the problem with it is, in this case, let's say I ran the split test and 27% of people, 20% of the conversion rate on this page and 35% of the people on this page converted, and this page ran for 3,000 views. I lost a lot of conversions just showing people this page that weren't going to convert because this page was clearly going to be the winner or was trending towards being the winner. So one of the things we do when you set up a split test, and let me add a new page just so I can do a split test here, and we're just going to call this B page. And we'll just set this up here. So I'll choose this page. I'm not going to go ahead and edit it. I'm just going to right back to my my campaign home, and I'm going to look at the sign up page, and I will choose Start A/B Split Test. I could give the test a description. I'm going to have it compete. There's only one other page that's a sign up page. I'm going to have it compete against the B page here, and by default, we're going to use this smart testing. So what we do with the smarter testing to go along with our smarter campaigns is that we don't just do a 50-50 or a manually allocated split where you pick 75% to one or 25% to the other. We use smart testing by default. You can manually choose that, like I showed. What this does is that as one page starts to prove itself the winner and the certainty goes up for that page, we will weigh that page and show it more frequently. So if I go here, I've set up the smart test. Let's see, go A/B test here. And I can see the test is running at this original domain. That could be my custom domain if I wanted. And I can see, oh, yep, see, I got the B version of the page here in this browser. If I open another browser, then let's see if I get the other version of the page. Yep, you'll see it's the same URL. I'm a different user because I'm in a different browser, and I've got the other version of the page. So we'll alternate what happens. And then as the test runs, you'll be able to look at the results of the test, which are not very interesting since it was started less than a minute ago. The current weighting, we start at 50%, although this will get adjusted as the test runs, the number of views, unique views, and the conversions and the conversion rate. We will declare a winner if there becomes enough traffic, and you'll see if a winner is declared. I could edit the test again, or if I could stop the test if I wanted to. And you can get back to all of your A/B tests within a campaign under the A/B testing button here. Let's see. I don't see any questions, which is where I am at in this presentation. So I will give people a little bit of time, if you've watched the video and you've gone this far with us in our Getting Started campaign, to ask any questions. I see a couple people in the chat You know, if any of you have any questions about how to use Kickoff Labs, specific questions about your campaign, can give you guys a few minutes to go into it. While I'm waiting for questions, Izzy, since you helped design the webinar, did you have anything that you wished I'd covered in this, or that you were imagining I would cover but didn't?
Well, you pretty much covered just about everything. Maybe there's a couple things that I could go over roughly. One quick sec. Well, I mean, I just want to make it clear that it's just really easy to use Kickoff Labs, and that there's just so many tools that are included in the actual platform, and just well worth installing on your site, using the exit intent. You know, leverage all the tools that Kickoff Labs gives you, and yeah, great presentation, Josh.
Thanks. I'm going to turn off the screen share while I look for questions. So I'm not seeing any questions. I will hang out on the chat a little longer if anybody wants to ask a specific question, or ask questions about your campaign. I hope this was worthwhile. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Post it in the chat or send email to support@kickofflabs.com. I am Josh@kickofflabs.com, and Izzy is Izzy@kickofflabs.com. So if you have any feedback about this presentation, next week, we will be back doing live landing page reviews. So if you are interested in getting your landing page reviewed, you can sign up at grow.kickofflabs.com/live, and we will review landing pages. So if you take the knowledge you've built here today, how to set up a campaign, and you go ahead and set up a campaign and you want somebody to review it, go ahead and enter your page for review under, like I said, grow.kickofflabs.com/live. We'll post that URL in the chat as well. Thanks, everybody. Like I said, feel free to let us know what you think.